guys, it's JQ Crafty. Day 6 of all those amazing releases was just a couple days ago from Confessions of a Paper Addict. I'm here playing with another one. I'm playing with one from the Day 6 release. It's the Stitched Christmas Border cut file. So there's stitching and then some awesome words. I somehow apparently got rid of all the insides of my letters, so I'm just gonna have to live with that. But yeah, I'm gonna do some stitching and I'll back this with some pattern paper and I'll be back in a second. Let's get started. Okay, so I went ahead and I did all 6 strands of a green floss or embroidery thread because the holes in this cut file were cut pretty big, which is actually kind of nice. So then I just did all 6 strands and then it was a nice thick stitched border. I love it. Right now I decided to grab a random bright green colored cardstock to use one up and put it behind this black, and I am tracing just the outer edge of all the letters because I'm going to fill them or back them with sequins. So I'm just tracing the letters so then I can glue, and then I'm going to put a ton of foam on the back of this black cardstock that the cut file is cut out of. So doing that so that it'll pop on up, and then I'm going to start putting sequins down. So I'm just going to use my awesome, the awesome Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. I can't talk today. Put some down and then just start laying sequins down flat. Now the first little this small little sequence mix is from my Christmas countdown calendar from Christina Redefined Creative last year. And then I also use Country Christmas from Spiegel Mom Scraps. They're both Spiegel Mom Scraps. So there it's all done. There I'm laying down the cut cardstock over top of those sequins, and it turned out cool. It's hard to see right now in the video. I will kind of have a close-up in the final shots here, and there's a close-up like panning view of at least the top one so you can see, but love it. So I popped that up so there's some great dimension and the sequins are down in there. And now I'm gonna start just cutting out chunks of the pattern papers from this mini collection and putting it on my background almost a grid style, because I have 4 photos. It's just our photos of us. We always do, it's a tradition in my family. Even when I was little, you got new pajamas on Christmas Eve, right? It was usually new pajamas in a movie. Well, now all videos are like digital and we don't need to buy any. So this year we're going to be doing new jammies and games, because we love to play games as a family, board games. I got a ton of fun ones for my son. I'm a little overboard on the games this year. I think I got him 5 new games. But they're all like educational games. Anyway, Simply Fun is the company if you ever want to check it out. Really cool stuff. I don't know anybody who's selling it. My cousin was having a party. Anywho. So I'm just cutting 4 chunks of the pattern paper. I'm doing 2 of that polka dot and then 1 of the music note and 1 of the chevron. You can't even tell it's a chevron by the time I'm done with this. But I'm just going to kind of, like I said, lay them out in almost a grid style just to get some patterns and to fill in kind of the center of the layout. And then I can grid style my photos over top. And then I'm just going to adhere them down. I'm not going to add a lot of dimension or anything on this because the whole back is popped up with those sequins sunk down. And I think that's enough texture. It gives it enough interest. I really like this layout. It reminds me of a lot of the simpler ones that I used to do a lot more to get more done, which I'm fine with. But then the cut file just adds that extra pizzazz to it. Because I could have had a regular layout like this, just like a grid in the center, and that's all would have done. But then having that cut file around the outside with the stitching and then the sequins, adding a little shimmer, a little shine, a little glitz. Awesome. So I'm getting this all figured out, and then I'm realizing I want a little bit more on the background. So I'm going to glue these 4 together, and then I'm going to distress all the edges, and then I'm going to take some acrylic paint, my Dina Wakley white acrylic, and then just sprinkle some in the 4 corners, essentially, just so there's a little something popping out from behind, and it just adds that tiny little touch. And I really like the texture of, I really like distressing edges. Sometimes I forget to do it, and then sometimes I do it so much that I'm like, maybe I should stop. I don't need to distress the edges of all my layouts, do I? Probably not, but. So just adding that paint now, and it works great. And I just set it aside to dry for a little bit. I work on another layout, just a one that I did for fun, and then I come back and I glue that grid of pattern paper down, and then I'm gonna glue the photos down. All the ATG in the world. And I'm having a lot of fun lately. I have all these new collections that I really want to play with, but I'm having a lot of fun lately digging into my old stuff and using it up. And that was kind of my goal this December. I want to get some of these old little mini kits used up so then I can start using my new stuff. So hopefully you'll see some new stuff from me also very soon. But I like how, too, that using these old collections, when you have cut files, it doesn't matter that it maybe... It really doesn't matter if it's out of date, but the cut files sometimes can bring an extra something to them to make them feel like they're new again. So, love that. So then, yeah, not a lot of embellishments came with this collection except for a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. So I'm going to use a lot of, well, not a lot of the stickers. I'm going to use a good chunk of the stickers. And I kind of futz around with that Merry Christmas one that I just stuck on the bottom center. I don't know why I stuck it on the center. I end up doing kind of a diagonal left to right, top left to bottom right design with the little clusters I'm going to do. And I'm treating that circle thing as my title and the cut file. It really doesn't have like a basic title, but there's words all around the outside, so it works. So I'm just creating some little clusters with the stickers. I have all these little chevron arrows, and then this is a label, and I'm just gonna put early Christmas Eve with us, with just us is what I'm gonna write in that one. And then I have a little heart and another chevron, and I'll have another little black heart I'll add to that center. And then I'll have the Merry Christmas down on the right because I moved it now. And now I'm trying to figure out journaling. So that is just a little chipboard thing in my stash. And I'm digging through my little bucket of goodies, and I found I had this frame I stamped, but if I hide enough of it, it won't look like a frame. It'll just look like a little journaling card. So then I journaled about our tradition of the pajamas and that thing right there, and just talked about how Santa came early because he found out my husband was working Christmas Day. So he came early, so Santa came early just for my son. And he thought that was really cool. So here is the close-up of those sequins underneath those words. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you're enjoying all the inspiration. We have more coming for you. Bye.